Hey, you like free stuff? You like cheap stuff? Good. Keep listening. You're going to like this episode. Welcome to the Must Increase podcast, where we equip you to communicate your message, reach more people, ultimately increase His name through your church. And this week, just give you free stuff and awesome deals.
Wow, I like that intro. That was good.
A little bit different.
I was waiting for his hey, over here we have Bo.
Yeah.
Doing good over here.
I told you last week that I'm going to get more creative. Yeah,
you did, so that's good. We're giving away free stuff today. Not everything free, but
not everything's free.
Some free stuff and some good deals.
Some really good deals. This is Church Appreciation Week.
It is. Yeah.
We've never done Church Appreciation Week.
We have not done this before.
But it's Thanksgiving week.
It is.
And in addition to Thanksgiving, and this is always what cracks me up about American culture, is that we somehow took the week where we're supposed to reflect and be grateful for what we have as an excuse to go out and buy a bunch of new stuff.
Yeah, it's pretty sad, actually.
It is sad if you think about it, because, you know, what's funny to me is how the Black Friday, like official beginning of Black Friday, kind of like that time keeps creeping back. And now literally in some places it begins Thanksgiving night.
It's stupid.
Like, I remember...
sometimes even sooner than that.
Yeah.
No, it's terrible.
I remember, I think one year, I forget what store it was, but my wife and sisters, after Thanksgiving meal, we ate Thanksgiving meal around 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, and they were like, all right, see you later. Where are you going? And they were, so-and-so has doorbuster deals at 4 p.m.
It's pretty much Black Thursday afternoon now, if not even sooner.
I will say, there was a few, I forget what retailers they were, but I appreciated them. They kind of took a stand and they said, you know what? No, we aren't opening our doors until actual Black Friday.
Good for them.
But anyways, nonetheless, it is a week of Thanksgiving and a week of deals. And so we thought, how can we combine the two?
Right.
Well, you know what? Church Appreciation Week, we are going to express our appreciation in the best way we know how by giving away stuff and offering some pretty great deals, in my opinion. So I am really looking forward to diving into all of this.
Just so you listeners get excited out there, I put most of this content together, and I like put down like 3 or 4 things we could give away or give deals on. I look in here, Luke added a whole bunch of stuff. So this is more than I expected, so this is going to be great. So if you're out there listening, tell someone else to listen, because they might get something here.
And I will say there's kind of there's 3 categories here. Okay. There's free stuff, then there's deals, and then there's podcast exclusive deals. So some of these deals, 2 or 3 of them, are offers exclusively to our podcast audience. And what that means is the only way that you're going to know about it is by listening to the podcast. And the only way you're going to be able to claim it is by following the instructions we give you here on the podcast. Okay. So that's, something unique there is we have some podcast exclusives. So
and you don't have to wait in line.
No,
in the cold.
You don't.
I've done that. I don't want to do that
with
again,
the exception of maybe 1 or 2 of these, all of it you pretty much get instantly. So,
right.
So, hey, let's
get into it. Yeah.
So the first thing is something that's free, and it's not anything new. It's not anything special, but we'd like to mention it.
We do.
It's our free monthly media. And what this is every month we deliver free graphics right to your inbox. They're completely free. Usually it's the first or second week of the month, and they're relevant to the current time of year, and they're completely free. So if you haven't claimed those yet, anybody can take advantage of this. mustincrease.com/monthly is where you claim your free monthly graphics. And once again, every month. I mean, can you think about it? Think about all that you have to do to think it. We've been talking about planning a lot in the past few episodes. Think about all of the thinking that you have to do and having one less thing to think about. So by just saying, hey, every month, this email is going to hit my inbox, and it's going to have new graphics, new content. So that's a free giveaway that we've had for a while now, but wanted to remind you of it. So mustincrease.com/monthly is
and just last plug there, these are good graphics. They are great. Our boy Matt Lacron over here, he's good. We got to give him a shout out once in a while because he is excellent at what he does.
He was just on a few episodes ago.
Yeah, he was.
And his graphics are excellent, and so be sure to take advantage of those. So that is the first deal.
Yes.
Now, that was a free giveaway. This is our first podcast exclusive. So this podcast exclusive is to get your first month of Creative Team Pro half off. Never made that offer before.
No, I was actually a little surprised because here's the thing. I tell Luke all the time, you can call me a bad guy. I'm like, hey, man, we should charge more for this because it's a really great service and we just put out so much good content. But he keeps it low because that's his heart and that's what his passion to get, allow us to do that for churches. But to have Creative Team Pro for half off for a month, somebody's got to jump on this.
Yeah,
really.
So this is a podcast exclusive, and it's only going to be available to the first 5. And here's how you claim it. You go, you mention us on Twitter. So if most people are on Twitter, you mention us on Twitter, and you shoot out the hashtag CTP deal. Okay, so this is how you claim this one. Once again, we're only going to announce this on the podcast here. So all you got to do, you go on Twitter, mention @mustincrease, and throw in the hashtag CTP deal. The first 5 who do that are going to be eligible they're going to get this offer. And so go out there and throw the hashtag out there, CTP deal, and mention @mustincrease on Twitter or on Instagram. I meant to mention that too. You can mention it on either one. And the first 5 to do that we're going to reach out to you. We'll direct message you and get you signed up for 50% off of your first month, which means you can get your first month of custom design service or even something like an announcement video for half off, which would be less than $100.
Yeah.
So getting custom designs for less than $100
awesome
or even
deal.
A video produced for less than $100 is
especially with the with Christmas coming up, with the new year coming up, maybe you say, hey, I'm going to really take advantage of this, just get something done. Even if you just hang around for a month, that's great. I mean, obviously, we'd like you to hang around longer, but just try it out for that price. You can't beat it. So awesome deal there.
So yeah, once again, that's a podcast exclusive, and throw out that hashtag CTP deal. Mention @mustincrease on Twitter, Instagram, and you will get that deal. Now, the next one is this is something that we have available to everyone right now, but this week only, you're going to get you can buy your Christmas film package for pre-order pricing. So when we first released this back in October, we had October was pre-order month, and you could pre-order your Christmas package, and we offered a discount. It's about $50, give or take, discount. But for this week only, for Church Appreciation Week, we are offering that pre-order discount again, so you can get that over at ChurchMediaHQ.com. And I think we've got some good feedback from people as they've started to purchase this and download it. And something unique this year that we were able to offer that we didn't necessarily offer in years past was you can watch the films before you purchase them, because this is the first year that we've got kind of a library of content to sell, whereas in past years we've been producing the films and trying to market them at the same time. And so people, and we really appreciate them, but kind of like by faith, they're just like, hey, yep, I think this will be good, so I'm going to buy it.
Right.
But this year you can actually go on, there's 3 different films to choose from, and you can watch the trailer or you can watch the full film.
And where do they go to check those out?
ChurchMediaHQ.com. ChurchMediaHQ.com. If you go over there, you can find your options here. And so once again, you're going to get pre-order pricing this week only, so you can save it's about $50 that you save on your package. And once again, we always like to emphasize this. This is not just a Christmas film. This is a full package for your Christmas service. So cue cards for your service, a lot of even study guides and notes to help you prepare your sermons for pastors out there, graphics, outreach materials, just about everything that you need in terms of materials to get this get your Christmas service. So you be sure to take advantage of pre-order pricing this week only.
I would stand in line for that one. I really would. I mean, the films that we have available, we worked with Drew Shetler a little bit and a couple of those, and just that deal, to have it, once again, it's still a good deal if you pay full price, in my opinion, but to have that little extra right there, that deal, that's just a great one. It really is.
Yeah, and these are, and we know, like I said, we work with Drew to produce. Some of these are his films. He worked alone. Some of them we worked. One of them he produced by himself. One of them we produced by himself, and one of them we worked together on.
Yes.
And so and we're really excited just to get this out there. And so speaking of that, though, if you want to kind of get an idea, we talked about this a few weeks ago on the podcast. We said, hey, there's some people out there who they say, you know what, this talking about the Christmas films and these special occasion films, Christmas, Easter. They said, we want to try this, but we've never done something like it at our church. Our resources are limited. We're not sure how it's going to be received. And so we said in that episode, we were like, hey, if that's you, reach out to us, let us know. We got a few people that kind of indicated that was the case. So here's what we've come up with. And this is the first time we've really announced it, but we are actually offering a free version of one of our films. So it's a free download of it's kind of an abbreviated version of our film Nativity. Yep. Now the full version of these films run anywhere from 12 to 16 minutes, give or take. And with this version, it's only about 4 minutes. It's less than 4 minutes, maybe a little over 4 minutes long. But yeah, it's just about in that ballpark of about 4 minutes. But we said, you know what? We're going to make this version of it available for free. So if you want to say, you know what? I'm going to try it. I'm going to try something this year. I'm just going to do something special. I'm going to show this quick video. Go ahead. Go download it at it's at ChurchMediaHQ.com/nativity. ChurchMediaHQ.com/nativity, and you can download that free version of the Nativity short film there. So that is a free offer there. So we've had a couple free offers. We've had a podcast exclusive, and then with the Christmas service that's available to everyone. And here is the next deal. Now, we talked about our free monthly media.
Yes.
And that's something we've kind of recently started here not too long ago.
Right.
Well, we actually also have the free. Now, I don't want you to get me wrong. These are free. These graphics that we send you we have a free package of graphics that we send you every month. But we also have something we don't talk about as much, but we do have a premium package of graphics. And so what this is it gives you a access to even more beyond just the few basic graphics that we send you in the free package. This gives you, in addition to some of these graphics, it gives you social media images for every day of the month. And so if there's 30 days in the month, you're going to get 30 images for social media that you could use, and you could really, in theory, have a different image to post every day. And so so those free social images for each day of the month, then the free graphics for your screens, different screen graphics for each week of the month. Then we even include free video and or motion graphic content in there as well. So I think this past month we released it was kind of a harvest themed video. We've released, like I said, some motion graphics in there before. And so you can get this premium package. Now, the typical pricing on that is starts at $25 a month billed annually. And so we are going to do a special offer for this week only. And you can get the monthly media premium downloads for $149 a year. So for $149, you can get a year of the premium downloads. That includes the social media images, the screen graphics, the videos. Oh, also I forgot to mention the print-ready artwork. Yep. So it includes typically it's something for maybe an outreach card or for like a bulletin cover or sometimes a banner, something like that. And the source files come along too. So if you want to go in and edit, the Photoshop file or InDesign, you want to kind of manipulate the artwork, that all is included as part of the premium bundle.
That's an incredible bundle. It is. I mean, it's, once again, I've said this before, and I'll probably say it 2 or 3 more times before we're over today, but I mean, paying full price for that is worth it. I mean, I was just thinking of a year's worth of social media graphics alone.
Yeah.
I mean, just something to post every single day that's been done by a graphic designer, someone who knows what looks good, and you can put your name on it, and just that alone is a huge deal. Saves a ton of work.
I was going to say, if you think about the time it takes to create one unique graphic for every day. One unique graphic for every day. That's included in this bundle.
That's a great
So
great
once
price.
again, you can get
Great
1
deal.
year for $149, and that's available this week only. And you can claim that at mustincrease.com/monthly. You can sign up for the premium package there. So that is the 1 year of monthly media premium. Now, the next deal is something that we've never talked about. Well, I say never. This particular product we've never talked about before.
Yeah.
And I can actually even say it's something that's still in development.
Right,
it is something that we've been working on. I mean, when I say this, it has been something we have been working on for years.
Yeah.
And it is something that we're finally ready to tap into this coming year. So we have made for the past like 10 years, I have been able to work on, write, direct, produce these kids films. We do them every year at our church for our Vacation Bible School. And the kids are large fans.
They are large fans. They go crazy over this stuff.
They really like these films, and these films are presented in lieu of a daily skit. So instead of a daily skit, there's a daily video clip, and they're episodic. So it starts with part one, and you move on. And in our case, there's a 4-part. It's our VBS. It's a 4-part. We actually can divide it up into 3 or 5 parts, whatever works for you. But we present a different piece of the story every day. It's like leaving you hanging at the end of a TV show, and these kids love it. They go crazy. We have seen our VBS numbers skyrocket over the years.
Crazy how much these kids get into this stuff, man.
They
look
love it. Forward to, and we've said this before, but there's, we're in the South, in the town we're in, there's a lot of churches, but there's about three or four churches that really offer big VBS programs.
Yep.
And each one,
I know exactly where you're going with
this.
this.
Each VBS program is known for something. There's this one that they're known for all their cool activities. Another one's known for like the cool music they do. Our VBS is known as the one with the cool movies. It's pretty great.
The epic videos.
Epic videos.
That's what we're known for.
It drives our marketing for it.
It does.
So we made these available to watch online for free back in the summer. All right, and we even started letting other churches present them. We kind of did a test market, if you will, and we thought, well, just to make sure the kids at our church aren't particularly psycho and weirdos, let's show it at other churches, and it was received well there too. And so that has led us to make the decision to kind of like the Christmas packages, but on a different scale.
Yeah.
To make a summer VBS package that kind of is driven once again by the films, or by the film that we offer. So the film we produced over this past summer, Take Flight, we have a Take Flight VBS package that's in development right now. Now, once again, it's in development. We intend to release this, or at least have more information about it, and you're probably not going to hear about it again until early next year.
Not until we're ready. But
if this interests you, if you're listening and you're saying, and this is pretty much one of those podcast exclusive things, like we're only talking about it here on the podcast. If this interests you, and this is something that you think your church would like, go to mustincrease.com/kids. Here at mustincrease.com, you can watch all of the films, but you can also sign up to essentially join the waiting list and kind of express interest in getting these films. And if you do that, whenever we release it, we're going to give you 25% off of the cost of the package. What's that cost? We're not sure yet. We've kind of thrown out some numbers. We're really not settled on the pricing yet. But whatever that pricing is, you can head over and you can get 25% off once we do release that. And so, once again, head over to mustincrease.com/kids and sign up. And pretty much you're saying, hey, yes, I'm interested in this. You're not committing to buy anything. You're just saying, yes, this is something I would definitely consider. And so if you're listening, that interests you, mustincrease.com/kids, you're going to get. And then what we're going to do is we're going to give you a coupon that gives you 25% off should you decide to buy it when we release it.
Right. And this is something that could potentially grow in the future a lot. We've thought about putting a lot more time, resources into this because it is just something. I mean, when you see these kids go nuts over it, and we've talked about this many times on the podcast before, is how difficult it is to find good content, good material for kids when it comes to videos and things. Yeah. And the parents, they go almost as crazy about it. I mean, when it comes to VBS, there's parents that show up early. Yep. They sneak in so they can so they can see the video, and they love it.
Well, I've got to tell this story real quick then. This year, for the first time at our church, like I said, we have been presenting a video like this for 10 years.
Yes.
And it has been super exciting. But this past year, for the first time, we did something different. Instead of finishing, typically the way our church does our VBS, we do a morning VBS, and it runs Monday through Thursday morning. It ends by noon. Thursday's the final day. We decided, let's take a different approach. So we did Monday through Wednesday morning. Then we finished our VBS in a Wednesday evening service that was open to the kids and their parents.
Oh, this is good.
We had food trucks. We had food trucks come in, and so the attraction of the food trucks and the film led to huge attendance. Mm-hmm. And we were nervous.
We didn't know what to expect.
Because when we show these to kids love anything.
Oh, kids go crazy over it.
We do put a lot in the production quality of these, but even if we didn't, kids would, they'd say, yeah, that's awesome. Right. So we decided, you know what, we said, we're going to show these to everyone. We were a little bit nervous, and we're like, what's going to happen? But no, I'm not kidding you. So what we did is we like I said, it's about a 40-minute film.
Yeah.
And so what we did is we showed it in 4 different parts. We started with part 1, and then we'd kind of have a break and sing a song, and then we'd go back into the part. And the whole service was this way. And man, people were like the big epic moment at the end, and everybody, adults and kids alike, are cheering. They're going crazy.
I have goosebumps right now, literally thinking about it. It was so good.
I know it's currently Christmas season, or we're getting into it, but that is the most wonderful time of year for us.
A couple episodes ago, we were talking about planning. We plan for that time.
Oh, yeah.
That when May comes around, we know we're going to film it.
Oh, yeah.
We look forward to that intensely.
And this is awesome. Something that I will intensely get into the writing of January, February. And we will really
there becomes a point in the year, Luke says, VBS writing time, and he disappears, and then he comes back with an awesome story, and then we were shooting 2 weeks later.
You can tell we probably love this more than anything else we do here.
We're totally nerding out on this
We really are. People are like, all right, next deal, please.
Next deal.
But seriously, if you say, hey, all of that sounds cool, I think our kids would like that. Once again, this is not a commitment to buying anything. It's just simply expressing interest. And as a thank you for doing that much, we're going to say, hey, here is 25% off whenever we do release these packages. So that is, we're super excited about that deal. Now, the next deal is kind of interesting. It's kind of funny, but what we have here, it's an actual physical offer. Like you're going to physically get something. We have these nice must increase pads and pens. All right, for a little.
Hey, I use them all the time.
Yep,
I do. They're great.
And so we have these nice pads and pens, and we have a lot of them. We bought them for a few. We bought them for a few conferences that we were going to, and we have a bunch left. And you know what? Here's what we thought. You know what? This is super random. Maybe nobody's going to take us up on this. But email us, podcast@mustincrease.com. Email us with your shipping address, your mailing address. We're going to send you a pen and a pad. And maybe something else. Maybe we'll throw in like a business card or something. But you know what? To sweeten the deal, the first person who sends us an email requesting, with their address, requesting a free pen and notepad will also get, let's say, a gift card to Starbucks. How much should it be? Putting you on the spot. How much is it? I mean, it can't. It's got to be more than $5 because
I was
$5
gonna say,
at Starbucks does not go far.
Well, I was going to say at least 10 because 10 you can take a date, or your wife, and that'll probably cover 2 drinks.
I was going to say, how about we double that to 20?
Okay, 20.
There
all
we
right,
go.
$20.
I don't even know if you can see that. So $20.
Okay.
First person to email us will email us requesting a free notepad and pen. Will get a $20 gift card, also included when we mail this to you. $20 gift card. Of course, the awesome notepad and pen, which you'll probably take and place in the trash, but whatever. Everybody, though, who emails us, we'll send it to you. Even if you're not the first person, we're going to just, everybody who emails us until as long as supplies last, we will email them, or we will, not email.
We're going to get more emails on that one.
Yeah. Yeah.
Everybody's going, I want that card. I want that card.
So, once again, first person to email us requesting the free pen and paper here, or pen and notepad here, is going to get a $20 gift card to Starbucks, in addition to this awesome pad and pen. So that's a little bit fun there. That's we'll say that's a podcast exclusive. So we're not going to offer that to anyone else. So only to you podcast listeners enjoy that.
This next one is big.
Yeah, it's a pretty good one.
Yeah, the 25% off printing cost.
Yep.
That's pretty big.
Yeah,
now,
so
once again, we don't push print a lot, but it's always there, and it's an awesome deal.
We kind of call print the sleeping giant of just about anything. It's something that's always an afterthought because you always focus on getting nice artwork designed. Well, then it's like, well, what am I going to do to get it printed?
Right.
And so our print services, we don't really push. We kind of mention them from time to time. But this week only, you're going to get 25% off any printed or print orders that you send in. So you say, well, how do I do that? Just email print@mustincrease.com, and we can either print something that you've designed, or we can talk about having us design it for you. But yeah, so that's, and they say, well, what can you print? anything from business cards to banners.
We print a lot of stuff.
There's a wide variety of things, booklets, brochures, postcards, all kinds of stuff. So if you say, hey, I need something printed, great time of year to reach out to us and get the discount there. Bo, this next one involves you, so I'm going to let you introduce it.
Yeah, here we go. It's something that Luke wants to offer is $99 for 2 unique announcement videos. And what that is we don't do too many of these. It's still a newer thing for a lot of people, but it's kind of catching on slowly. And what this is you send us a script, and we have a whole little process that we like to go through. You know, when it comes to announcement videos, you can be extremely over-detailed. You can be... You know, so we try to keep them generic. And this is what we mean by that, is it's nice to have videos that you can play almost any time of the year that, you know, that it welcomes the guest. It says, hey, you know, here's a connection card. Come to the what do you call it?
Like the welcome area.
Yeah, come to the welcome area, and, you know, we'd like to meet you, give you a free gift. We, you know, something in the script that says we have life stage classes every Sunday, or whatever that is. It's something that isn't necessarily, hey, we're having a luncheon tomorrow at 2 p.m. Well, if you use that as a video, you can only use it once. You got to, you know, change it, and it's a lot of work.
Yeah, so we've really got a unique approach to these announcement videos in that, like you said, we kind of script them in a way to where they're really applicable anytime you want to play them. So, for example, instead you kind of gave this illustration, but instead of saying, "Hey, next week at 11 o'clock we're having church," we would say, every week we offer church services, and then we would use something like maybe a graphic overlay or a lower thirds text to actually define the specific time. It's a really unique approach, and if you head over, we actually have a few examples of how they work at creativeteampro.com. But so what I'm saying is that these are applicable to about any situation, even if you say, well, I don't have screens in my church. Well, they're great for social media.
Sure.
They're good for really just about any way you can think to use them. And so us offering 2 of these, you'll get 2 of these. Usually they're about 2 to 3 minutes a piece. We're going to do 2 unique videos for you for $99. And this is also a podcast exclusive.
Yep.
So the first 5 to email podcast@mustincrease.com with the subject announcement videos to claim this deal is going to get this deal. So once again, email us podcast@mustincrease.com. The first 5 to do so are going to be able to claim this deal. And hey, if you throw in and say, hey, I also want a pen and paper, just throw it on that email. We'll give you one too.
We'll send you one.
Boom, boom. So yeah, these are the deals. This is Church Appreciation Week.
Yep.
And even if no one wants our free stuff, even if no one likes it, I enjoyed offering it.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun. Yeah. Really, that was something we've never done before. We've never taken the time to, you know, have a kind of a church appreciation week like that. But once again, who doesn't enjoy good deals? I mean, I'm not a shopper, I'm not a spender, but I still enjoy good deals.
Yeah,
I mean,
exactly.
Hey, get yourself a pen and paper. It was fun.
So we threw out a lot of different deals here.
We did.
A lot of different things, a lot of different web addresses to keep track of and everything. So to make it really simple for you, if you want to remember what these are, view all of them, head over to mustincrease.com/deals. The only exception is some of the podcast exclusives. That's right here in the podcast. That's the only time we're mentioning it. But to claim any of those, pretty much you either email us at podcast@mustincrease.com, and the other one you mention us on Twitter. So anyways, just click rewind and go listen to it again. It's that simple. But all other than those exclusive ones, you can find all of these at mustincrease.com/deals. And seriously, we do want to say thank you to those who listen to our podcast, whether you've been listening for a while or whether you have just tuned in recently. We are very thankful for you, and we're thankful for all the churches out there. We do count it an honor and a privilege to serve you, whether that serving you comes through the fact that you've got some paid services through us, or maybe you're just taking advantage of our free resources. Doesn't matter. We appreciate each and every one of you, and we've been honored to serve several hundreds of churches, and we hope to next year serve maybe thousands of churches. And so we are really thankful for the opportunity. I think I speak for myself and Bo when I say that. So not to put words into your mouth.
No, I couldn't have said it better myself. That was great.
But anyway, so thanks again for joining us here. We hope you take advantage of those deals. Shout out to our associate producer, Jonas Clayton, for helping us produce these episodes. Be sure to join us next week right here on the Must Increase podcast, where we equip you to communicate your message, reach more people, and ultimately increase his name through your church.
Happy Thanksgiving, everybody.